Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Breakfast and Business. For those of you who already know the format, just bear with me whilst I explain it to anyone who is brand new. If you're used to being here, you know what the deal is. Let's get sharing, let's get involved. Let me know whether you're live or on the replay, and also where you're tuning in from around the world. We love to know the impact we're having, the places we're reaching, and also who you are that we're connecting with every single morning, Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. Your opportunity to come together with some other amazing business owners to be reminded of an idea that maybe you already know but need reminding how to get on with it, and a little nudge in the right direction, or maybe it's something brand new that you've never heard of or thought of before. We want to help you today to start leveraging your time better. This week's whole Breakfast and Business is all around productivity and increasing the efficiency of how you do things. So no matter where you're watching this, whether you're on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, it doesn't matter where you're tuned in. We want you to get actively involved and participating. So firstly, let us know if you're live or on the replay down in the comments, and also where you're tuning in from at the same time. I want to know the areas we're reaching, the people we're connecting with, and also I want to see which platforms people are using to connect to Breakfast and Business. We do this Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. UK time. Opportunity for you to come in, be a part of something with some other amazing business owners, to learn something or be reminded of something, but more importantly, to be pushed in the right direction, to take some action on growing your business, improving your processes. And this week is all about becoming more productive and more efficient throughout your business. So if you haven't been in this week, let's catch you up on what we've already covered this week so that you can go back, you can catch it on the replays. Wherever you're watching this, there'll be replays in that page. Instagram, you guys, you have to go over to IGTV to watch all the replays. But please do go back and check out all the stuff that's of interest to you. Every week we run through stuff and it's compound and cumulative. So watching all of the content helps you to get more out of the topics that we're talking about. Monday was all about how you get your mindset right for productivity. A lot of people don't really get into productivity, don't really understand it. And I want to encourage you to get your mindset right for productivity, to look at how you can approach everything, looking at all the different elements of what each task involves and how you can make that more productive and more efficient. Tuesday was then all about planning how to do the increase in productivity, how to improve, how to change, and having that plan in place, otherwise it won't happen. Wednesday, we talked a little bit about tools. Wednesday was a deep dive. We went like an hour instead of the normal 30 minutes. We talked about some tools that were really powerful for increasing your productivity and efficiency within your business. Literally really simple, low cost or free tools that you could use that would speed up your processes, help you with increasing your productivity. Once you've got the tools in place, you need to understand that all the stuff you're doing isn't just use once and then forget. It's about repurposing and reusing stuff. I want you to get the absolute most out of your time, and repurposing is one of the best ways for you to do that. And I really want to encourage you to go back and consume some of this content. If you haven't seen it, obviously you can watch it on the pages, IGTV for you guys on Instagram, and go back and look at that. Now today is all about better processes for productivity. But before I launch into today, I want to encourage you to do a couple of quick things. If you're here and you're actively participating, firstly, you're going to tell us whether you're live or on the replay and where you're tuning in from. The second thing I want you to do is get actively involved as we go through the topic. If it makes sense, if you follow along, if you're appreciating it, then I want you guys to... Sorry about that. I'm not sure whether that glitched for you guys. I had a quick update happen. I want you to get actively involved. I want you to use the tools of the platform. So Periscope and Instagram, you guys have got hearts. YouTube, you've got thumbs up. Facebook, you've got reactions. Use those tools to show me and actively get involved in this as we go through the topic. Also, do me a favor, tag a friend or share this broadcast. If you ever get value from anything that we do, I want to help increase the productivity and efficiency of so many more businesses. And you can help me to do that by sharing this either to your wall, to your business page, in Messenger to someone. Maybe you can send it via WhatsApp, Instagram. You've got a little, literally, there's a little share button down there at the bottom. And it was great to have you tuning in. And we want to help you to help people that you know. You don't even have to have the knowledge or expertise to to pass this on, just hitting that share button or tagging a friend is one of the ways that you can get involved and help us to help more people. So tomorrow we're launching a productivity challenge. Yes, it's a weekend. Yes, it's Saturday morning, 8 a.m. But if you join us tomorrow, we're going to help you increase your productivity. We're running a challenge with specific tasks laid out for you to go and implement to see how much you can improve your productivity moving forwards. Now, as always, it's about the community. It's about you guys. And I want to say hi to a few people who have already tuned in to help you get connected, say hi to them, and you guys to know a little bit more about one another as well. So my mum tuning in, always in, nice and live, coming from the Isle of Wight, demonstrating how to use red, yellow, or orange emojis, which is the other way to get involved in Breakfast and Business. If you're not using the tools in the platform, the hearts, the thumbs up, the reactions, red, yellow, or orange emojis is how you can show me that you're following along and that this is making sense to you. So thanks, Mum, for always demonstrating really early on. Sally Ann, great to have you in, coming from Leicestershire as well, dropping more red, yellow, and orange emojis nice and early on in the broadcast. Bev is in, share to everyone in the network. Brilliant, Bev. Thanks so much for helping us out there. Mum is doing a quick share there, tagging a few people. Great to see you coming in this morning over here. Who have we got over here on Instagram? Good morning, everyone on Instagram. Nice to see you in on the broadcast. Let me know where you're tuning in from as well, guys. Always good to know those areas too. Now, tomorrow we're doing the productivity challenge, but today is all about better processes. Everything that we talk about is about improving how you do things. If you don't understand how to do something, you're not going to take action. You're not going to put it into practice. And what I want to do is I want to help you to move your business in the right direction. I can only give you the information, but your implementation is what's going to make an absolute key difference in the productivity and efficiency of your business moving forwards. Today, I want to talk to you about the processes. When you make something a process within your business, you'll suddenly realize that once it's ingrained, once it's part of how you do things, once it is the process, it happens more consistently, more regularly, and you get more predictable results. So we looked at on Monday the mindset of approaching things with that mindset of, when did I set up this process? What tools was I using? Am I still using? And could it be improved? Is there an opportunity for an enhancement in my productivity or efficiency? And the answer to that, if the answer is yes, then you need to review the processes. A lot of businesses do a lot of things all the time, and actually they're not always using the best processes. They're not actually writing down or documenting or following specific processes. And I want to encourage you to make sure that you are process driven in your business. Make it that you have your processes. Even if you're a solo entrepreneur, you're working on your own, document your processes really, really well, because it means as you grow your business, as people come in to help, whether that's through partnerships, joint ventures, your team grows, or you have outsourced work, if you have great processes in place, anyone could come in and easily pick up the work and carry on. That will also create space in your business for you to step out more and allow other people to do the work, so that you can actually focus on growing the business, investing time in the right things, the things that make the money in the business, rather than the day-to-day administration and work like that. So whether you're a solo entrepreneur or big business, this applies across both sides of that. If you're a big business, this literally scales. The things that we teach around productivity and efficiency multiply up by the number of people in the business, because if we could save you 5 minutes a day, that's a massive amount of time across a year, even if you're a solo entrepreneur. If you're part of an organization that has 100 members, that now multiplies up by 100 people if you can get everybody to implement the process. And that's where it comes in. It has to be a documented process. It doesn't have to be super comprehensive. It doesn't have to be some big, massive file or document about how to do it. It can literally be bulleted lists that remind people the things they need to do. For us at the Content Creation Machine, you may have seen this diagram where it goes videos and to transcriptions into blogs, and blogs into status updates, going across to graphics. We've also got videos. So all of that stuff happening. In order to deliver a product like that, we have to have an efficient process that any of the team members can pick up and run with. And so on our end, we have lists of things that need to be done in order to complete that task. Now, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to get into tools. We're fairly platform agnostic on how you're managing this, whether you're using spreadsheets, whether you're using documents, whether you're using a web page or an internal intranet. It doesn't matter, but you need to have documented processes that your team can easily access in order to make their lives easier and therefore more efficient. So I want to encourage you to look at the processes that you currently use. Monday, we were getting you to think about, when did I set up the tools and processes that I'm currently using, the mindset behind productivity and efficiency. But today, I want you to go to those processes and actually look at them. You have to improve the processes. If you acknowledge that there's an area where you could be better and then you don't take massive action, then you're doing yourself a massive disservice. I want to encourage you to build those processes. I want you to document them. I want you to look at them on a regular basis and assess whether they're still the most efficient they can be, or is there a gap? Is there availability of new tools or new technologies, or maybe even new team members within your organization where you can improve the process? So today, think about the processes that you use in every area of your business and how you enhance those to make yourself more productive and more efficient. The reason that we're so focused on the process side today is that if you're not focused on the process, it will be ad hoc and it will be as and when you think it's going to happen and when you feel like it. If it becomes ingrained in the process and the very fabric of how your business operates, everyone will embrace that improvement, that productivity increase, that efficiency increase. And I want you to have this. I want you to have it in all areas. I don't want one thing to improve. I want every area of your business to be continually improving. So allow me to help you with that. Allow me tomorrow during the challenge to help you set up some better processes. 8 o'clock Saturday morning UK time, I'm going to set you a challenge around productivity. In fact, today we're going to launch next week's topic. So we're going to put the event out, get involved in that, share it, go and invite some friends, post inside that event. It's available on Facebook, it's available on LinkedIn. Go in there, invite your connections, share this with people, and really start to get involved with how this is progressing, how this is working. I want you guys to get involved in the process. Now, in the same way I've asked you to share, just remembered there's one place I forgot to share to. So just 1 second, I'm going to quickly post this broadcast out very, very quickly now onto LinkedIn. I forgot to hit the LinkedIn share. There is an event over there, but I want to get people actively involved from all the different platforms. I want them to come together. I want them to learn through Breakfast and Business. Ella, fantastic to see you in here. Says that Instagram was playing up. I hope it's good for everyone else who's in there, maybe just a bit of a tech issue. And this is it, is we give you the opportunity to connect with Breakfast and Business across a wide variety of platforms. If you go to the Facebook event, if you go to the LinkedIn event, it's got all of the days breakdown of what we're going to cover, and it's also got the links to Facebook and YouTube, so you've got a couple of different places you can look. You can always go to any other platforms. I'm Tristan G at 8 o'clock. Make sure you refresh the page, make sure you scroll down and check out, and the live will be on those platforms. So it's great to have you here. Ella, thanks for jumping across to here, just because there were some issues with your Instagram connection there. So I want to encourage you today to really embrace what we're talking about all of this week. Notifications seem to be slightly better today. I'm getting quite a few notifications through on my mobile for the different platforms, which is great news. Seeing how the notifications are going out. I've literally just joined Instagram to check it on my end. So Ella, it does seem to be working here, and I've got a couple of people still tuned in over there at the moment. So maybe it was just a small glitch, and hopefully that's now resolved. So thanks again for being here for Breakfast and Business. I want to help you to move your business forward every single day, 8 a.m. UK time. Tomorrow we set the productivity challenge. Later today we put out next week's topic, so you can get excited and you can plan for what's happening around the whole topic that we're going to cover for the week. You can see all the things we're going to break down every single day. We're putting in all of the different links to the videos so that the notification center The notification center is not reliable, and therefore we've tried to make it as easy and as smooth as possible. Sorry for the couple of glitches this morning. My phone's done an update overnight and it decided to bounce me back out of here to let me know that the software update was done. So thanks so much for hanging with us. Duncan Price, great to have you here with us this morning. One of these days I'll catch one of these from the start. Fantastic to have you here. Remember, you can always catch these on the replay as well, Duncan, anytime on the platforms where you're watching them. So thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. It's about the process. Recap for today. If you don't make the productivity improvements part of your core process, you're going to do yourself a massive disservice, because you're not going to give people the opportunity to connect with the reason that you're doing it. If you've got team members, if you've got outsourced workers, if you're working on your own, it's a good reminder of why you're doing it and how you're doing it. I want to encourage you to ingrain it in the fabric of your business. Productivity and efficiency should be high on the agenda for your business. Even if you're a solo entrepreneur or you're a huge business, it's the same. The more time that you can make efficient, the better the bottom line of your business. The more productive you'll be, therefore the more money you can make, the more people you can help, and the better output you can ultimately have for your business. So get that mindset right, think about the tools, the processes, assess everything, and then make it part of your fabric of your business by creating the very best processes for productivity and efficiency. If you need help doing that, I'm going to help you. Tomorrow, we're going to set a challenge that gives you a breakdown of the exact things you need to do to increase your productivity and efficiency. We're going to challenge you to run it over the next 7 days. So whilst we're going through a new topic, I want you to use the productivity and efficiency challenge over the following 7 days to see how much time you can save and how much more efficient you can become. We know that the things that we teach are saving people time, they're making people more money, and they're getting better results. And we want you to embrace that. If you're showing up here, we don't just want you to consume some lovely content and to be here as part of a community. We want to get you results. And one of the things that we do to do that is help you proactively through things like challenges, through things like Breakfast and Business. But I want you to actively participate. Lots of people like to consume content, but few people put it into practice. Breakfast and Business isn't a place for you if you just like the nice content and to consume. We're about action taking. We're about getting results. We're about pushing our businesses and ourselves forward on a continual basis. So make sure that you're tuned in at 8 o'clock tomorrow for that challenge, so that you can learn what you should be doing over the next 7 days to get better results in your business, to improve your productivity and your efficiency, and to move your business forward. It has to be process driven. Whenever I talk about anything in the business, I always talk about needing to be solutions based with your products and services, building those within an ecosystem so that people can connect and be a part of something. And in order to deliver at the highest level, you really do have to understand that you need to have great processes in place. That's for efficiency and productivity. That's for how you treat your customers, your customer service, your customer journey. If you don't build these great processes, you can't build predictable and repeatable process in your business. You can't get the same results. You can't guarantee that everyone will have the same experience. And so processes are so important. Processes are part of the reason that people like Starbucks and McDonald's can take, in Daniel Priestley's words, a spotty teenager and turn them into an absolute powerhouse for the business. And it is important that you think about that, right? No matter who works in your business, with good processes in place, you can improve their efficiency, you can get better results, and ultimately you can increase the bottom line for your business. It can become more profitable, and then with that money you can choose how you spend it. Now for us, one of our processes is that we support good causes around the world. So we're part of an initiative called B1G1, which is buy one give one, and every time someone works with us in our business, we give something to a good cause somewhere around the world. So we're currently putting books into libraries where they're much needed around the world. And we provide access to that knowledge and that information to help with education around the world. We're also salvaging meals. We're helping restaurants. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a fully qualified chef before I got into digital media and digital marketing. And we're actually helping restaurants to salvage meals. So for them to not waste the food, but to donate it to people who really do need it. And then we're also helping to facilitate getting that salvaged food into the hands of the people who are in such desperate need of it. In this day and age, I still can't get my head around the fact that there are people going hungry around the world, and we want to do good with our business. If you want to do good with your business and you want to hear more about how you can use your business as a force for good, then I want to encourage you to type B1G1 in the comments, and I'll send you some details about how and why we do that as a business and an organization. Very ingrained in who I am and what I'm about, helping other people. Remember, I selfishly want to help everyone, and therefore by doing business with people, we actually use our business as a force for good to help other people. Exactly that is part of our process. Every time someone spends money with It's Nomad 9, It's Nomad 9 then donates towards good causes as a core part of our process. As of September this year, we've started tracking that impact. We've been looking at it, and it's starting from September. We've already had 78,000 positive impacts around the world. And I want to encourage you to understand that you can do so much more with your business. The more efficient and productive you become, the better you grow your business, the better the results you're getting, and the better your bottom line is, the more people you get to help and the more good you get to do around the world. So it's amazing. When you start to leverage your business, it's not just about the money, it's about what you can do. Money provides you the opportunity to do amazing stuff. I've got talking about bookmarking and productivity and the tools that we talked about the other day. I've actually got something bookmarked at the moment that was a billionaire who swore to die broke because they were going to give their money away. They're going to help people. I'm super fascinated by the philanthropic side of when people get to the point of making large sums of money, they then go and do good. But you can do good all along the way, and I want to encourage you to do that. If you're interested, B1G1, drop it in the comments. I'll send you some details just for you to read, understand why we do it, what it's all about, and if you want to get actively involved, then you can. We've also we're just taking part in one of their big events, and we actually have some tickets to that event. So if you want to go to that, type B1G1 below. I'll send you the details and I'll invite you along so that you can really get an understanding of what it is and why we do it and what that organization is all about, helping other businesses to support good causes that are in such desperate need of help at the moment. We might think that things are bad with coronavirus and things like being in lockdown, but when you really scrape the surface, this is such a small thing compared to the struggles that some people are having around the world all the time. So we've built into our processes the ability to help. It's part of our core of our business is to do that good around the world. There's a multitude of different causes that we support, but those are the core ones that we've supported so far in September. So really excited to share that with you. Elliot coming in from sunny Essex, amazing to have you in this morning. Ella, B1G1 is part of your brand values. Awesome. Yeah, it is. We've absolutely ingrained it. I'm all about giving anyway, helping people. There's a reason I do 6 days a week, 30 minutes at a time for breakfast and business. There's a reason we used to do dinner and digital marketing all completely for free. There's a reason that we used to, that we still do have a Facebook group that's completely free for you to join. It's itsnomad9.com/free social help. It's the free social media training for business global group. Hundreds of business owners happening in there to get their head around what the changes are happening on social, how they impact you, and what you can do to leverage them. So again, improving your productivity because you don't have to go and find that information. It's sat there waiting for you. We do Q&A in there. We're going to do a lot more live sessions. I'm actually using Facebook Rooms now as a drop-in center for people to be able to go there to ask questions and to get the help that they need. So really, really good. Ella, I totally get what you're saying about processes to implement what you've learned. I see so many people have good intentions about their social media marketing, but don't actually show up on the platforms. Again, this doesn't happen automatically. That's why you need it as part of your processes. If you don't ingrain it in the processes, if you don't make it a specific thing that happens, it won't happen. If you don't document it, if it's not part of the process, it will fall by the wayside. Even with the best intentions, like Ella says, it's easy to get excited about it. It's easy to think it's a good idea, but putting it into practice is where the real magic happens. Thanks so much, Elliot. Yeah, absolutely killer top. This arrived in the post yesterday. Super comfy hoodie that we got from Agora Pulse. For those who don't know Agora Pulse, it's actually it's way more than a social scheduling platform. It does your social scheduling, it does reporting. You can track customers and the people that are like your competition. So you can actually have eyes across everything. And they're a big focus on. Let me just grab this and I can show you. So they are actually a big focus on social inbox zero. So it's how can you manage your social inbox? You've got so many places that people can communicate and connect with us. And actually, when we're looking at productivity, Agora Pulse is one of the things that allows us to achieve more in less time. And so it increases our productivity. We can check all our inboxes all across all our different socials all in one place, so we can have them logged and not have to log into Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. All of that comes in one place, and we can manage it more effectively and efficiently. We don't have the distractions of the platforms, and it allows us to do that. So yeah, a little bit of swag arrived in the post yesterday, so super comfy. I've literally had it on since it arrived. But yeah, we're looking at the tools. Remember, we look at the tools and the processes that we use. And we want to encourage you to use the tools that are best for you. We're not saying specifically use exactly the same tools as us. We talk to you about all the tools that we use and how effective and efficient they are for us. And so you can be inspired and look at the variety of different options. We have different options for different people because, of course, we know there's no one size fits all model, no matter what the business is about. There's always got to be a best fit for each business, each organization. And as you grow as an organization, the tools that you use will change. They will adapt and they will develop. So I want to encourage you today, build better processes. If you haven't got processes, write your processes. If you have got processes, regularly assess them and decide whether they're as effective and efficient as they could be. Have you made any changes? When did you set them up? What tools are you using? And are there any better ones on the market now than when you first set them up? Have a think about all the tools available to you. Like, this can become a rabbit hole, and so you need to effectively and efficiently allocate time to go and do this on a regular basis. Maybe once a month you'll just have a quick scan over the top processes in your business and think about the tools, the processes you have in place, and if there's any improvement. Maybe you might do it once a quarter. Maybe you haven't got time once a month because you're busy in the business. Just make a commitment today to go and assess those processes. If you haven't been documenting them, then go and start documenting them. It doesn't have to be super comprehensive, but making a start is where it's really going to start to impact your business. Document it so that it's consistent and that you get the result on a repeatable and predictable outcome every time. It's really, really important. I'm going to give a massive shout to Bev. Bev's been mapping out the customer journey for her business, doing a fantastic job, making it very visual and easy to follow, and that flow, so that if she's working with other people, they can follow it as well, and that they can get their head really quickly around what's so important about that customer journey. So again, a process of dealing with the customer all the way throughout her business. So she's just shared that in the mentoring group. I'm really excited to be going through that in a bit more detail with her and looking at, are there any things that we can add in? Are there any things that we might have missed? And we're looking through that process all the time. We're helping people in their businesses through mentoring every couple of weeks. We have our free community. We're helping people create content. So for us, you can imagine what our processes look like. We actually use some of the tools I talked about. So we use Google Drive as a place for us to organize all of our tools. In fact, if you've used us as a supplier for any of your content creation and things like that, we will have sent you links to processes for our customers. So we document and have live documents for our processes. If you're a user of StreamYard and maybe you've been using it, maybe you've heard us talk about it, maybe you've seen it somewhere else, we've written a StreamYard guide, which is a process for how to get the most out of StreamYard. It shows you through everything, answers most of the questions people generally have. And so we're good at documenting processes and having them organized within our Google Drive. We appreciate that having live documents means that all we do is make those changes and those tweaks really quickly and get a much bigger impact and output every single time. Bev, I'm looking for an all-in-one platform to put the processes together. So something like Google Drive. The reason we encourage people to use Google's G Suite is collaboration, it's unlimited storage, it's just inherently built to work with most other things. Because Google is such a big organization, most tools around there, around the internet, plug into most of Google's services, whether that's calendars or Drive. You've got these other tools that you might use in your business that might have integrations already that will allow you to save your files into Google Drive. And one thing I was talking to one of our clients this week about, when you set up your processes within the business, when you write those documents, make them easy to access for your team. One way we do that within our organization is they're all individual documents, they're all within the right folders and the file structure within our Google Drive, but we have a top level document that allows you really quickly to find that content. You could use the search in Google Drive because it's powered by Google Search, and so obviously delivers really quick and good results. But we also create a document that allows us to click on those links and take us straight to that thing. So it might be how to deliver the content creation machine, or how to get a customer set up. And they can go to that first document, scan through the titles there or the topics, click on it, and it will take them straight to where they need to go. So they don't need to search for it. It's literally within that first document. So it's well structured in there, or they can use search. So it's however they find it easiest to do it. But we've created good process to make getting the access to information really easy. You need to do the same for your customers. Part of your process is, how easy is it for people to connect with you, to find the stuff you've got? Again, the reason we encourage people to post across multiple platforms, to create more content, to have great processes, to show up regularly, is the part of the sales process that gets people to do business with you, whether they're already an existing customer or whether they're coming into your ecosystem, is if you are consistently showing up, if you are putting out content regularly, if you're staying front of mind, you're giving people the very best opportunity to do business with you. Remember, in sales, it's the right solution for the right person at the right time with ease of access to information. By putting out more content, you're giving ease of access to information. And ultimately, that means when the timing is right, you're still front of mind and people will choose to do business with you. It really is that simple. So build really great processes within your business for your content creation, for how you deliver for clients, for how you do everything within your business. Everything that you do should be documented. Start with something that's like just bulleted lists, and as you develop that process, build it out. The guys over at Fruit Bowl Studios, Billy and Josh, doing an amazing job of documenting that process. They're writing stuff out, and it's a continual journey. We had this conversation yesterday, that it's a continual journey. That document is a process that needs refining. We're talking about becoming more efficient, effective. If you want to do that, you need to look at the processes that are running how you run your business. Not only do you look at, how am I running my business, how can it be more efficient? The process that tells you how to do that, is there a better way to do that? I know loads of people have got an email template or a document on their computer that is a process. Is there a better way to do it? I had a chat with Matt this week about how moving all the documents from locally on machines in the office into the cloud would allow anyone to access them anywhere, anytime, and to collaboratively work on them. So Google G Suite would allow you to do exactly that. So we talk about the tools that we use because we know they work. We are focused on productivity and efficiency within the business. We're focused on helping other people, as we've told you, not just our customers and clients, people who aren't paying us. We have the free solutions, the free strategy calls, the free social media training, breakfast and business. We've got so much free resource out there that are helping other people. And we need to have a good process for, how does that work? How does that fit within our business? We have B1G1, where we're helping people even outside of our business, organization and customers. We're focused on, how do we have that as a process, that when someone pays, when do we pay out to the good causes? And we literally put that money straight to good causes. It doesn't sit in our bank for a month or 2 months or end of the year. We do it on an ongoing basis. So regularly we have micro celebrations of the good stuff happening in the business. I talk about celebrating friends in a recent broadcast as well. I want to encourage you to celebrate more. So many people are so caught up in the day-to-day and not celebrating and not feeling good about stuff. You can celebrate your stuff, you can celebrate other people's stuff. Really is about finding reasons to be happy, finding reasons to celebrate, finding reasons to smile. The happier you are in your day-to-day work, the easier it is to show up. So thank you so much for being part of Breakfast and Business, because you guys are part of the reason that I smile on a daily basis, showing up, having conversations, having the opportunity through the amazing technology that we're gifted with right now to connect with you all and have a great conversation around growing your businesses. Bev, looking for an all-in-one. Oh, we've done that one. Ella, just noting down what the processes are in my business and how I can improve them. So if you're stuck with doing these processes, we help businesses to do this every single day. We actually do mentoring, so we actually spend 2 hours every 2 weeks with the people that we mentor. We get together and we help those people specifically with the processes. We're looking at the tools that they might need. We're solving problems. There's goal setting and accountability, so we're keeping people on track with the things they need to do in their business. We're there as a support system and a support network. So if you're a business owner who's working on their own, it can be lonely, it can be difficult, and with the best will in the world, without any support around you, without any encouragement, without anyone holding you accountable, it's easy to say you'll do something and then not to follow through. We help people to build great processes that make sure that they follow through and that things they're doing really deliver, not just for them, but for their business and for their customers and clients as well. If you want to know more, please do reach out. You can connect with me as ImTristanG across all the socials. Please do come and connect with me, drop in my inbox, drop me a PM. I'd love to talk to you more about how we can support you and help you far beyond 30 minutes a day here for Breakfast and Business. I'm conscious we're a few minutes over today, but I have a couple of tech issues in the middle. I wanted to make sure that we cover the topic in as much comprehensive detail as possible. Thank you so much for all tuning in for Breakfast and Business. Remember, it's not just about you learning stuff here. It's about the way you go and implement it. Build the processes, put it into action, and be a massive action taker. The things that we teach in Breakfast and Business are compound and cumulative. They might seem small in essence in their own right, but when you do all of the things that we teach every single day around a topic, Monday through Saturday, you'll see some massive impact and influence on what happens within your business and even within your personal life. So this week we covered taking up the mindset on Monday, getting your head in the right place to be able to improve your productivity and efficiency. Tuesday was about putting a plan in place. If you don't have a plan, it's not going to happen. Like, with the best will in the world, you have to have that plan there ready to go and take action on it and to stay consistent. And if you fall off, it's easy. You've got a plan, you get back on. Wednesday was about the tools. Deep dive on Wednesday, which was an hour long. We went really into detail on the tools that we use, including things like G Suite, Google Photos, things like that, that allow us to be more effective and efficient, and how you could utilize those within your business to make your process more smooth, more efficient, and more productive. Thursday, all about repurposing. Once you're doing that, you're documenting, you're saving, you're being more efficient in that area. How do you repurpose the content? How do you take the content that you've already got and turn it into more? Maybe you can have frequently asked questions. Maybe you can have blogs. Maybe you can have podcasts. Maybe you can have status updates or graphics. How are you creating more in less time? It's exactly what we do with the content creation machine with clients. Is we help them to do things once but get multiple results, doing 10 videos and then getting 230 viewpoints on social media in 30 minutes. Incredible results when you have a great smooth process in place. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with anyone who wants to increase their productivity really to the next level. They should reach out and we can have a conversation about that. Today was all about better processes. Without the processes, you will fall off. It will, with the best intentions in the world, you might think you're going to do it, but without good process in place to make sure you do it, and well-documented processes so that everyone in your business and organization can follow it, it won't consistently happen. And that's where efficiency falls apart and productivity wanes a little bit, is because you haven't got that process in place. It's not just you, it's not just your team, it's your suppliers, it's your customers. Processes drive everything. Really well documented processes make your business more predictable. McDonald's might not produce great food, but they produce a consistent process all the time, and that's why they've become such a big organization. Starbucks, again, whatever your opinion is of them, they've built a system and process that allows teenagers to become powerhouses, generating money for their business and organization, again through structured processes and systems that allow them to consistently deliver the same result everywhere. except for in service stations, but that's another story for another time. Now, tomorrow we're deep diving. We've talked about these topics. Again, it's about taking action. Now, I'm not letting you take action on your own. I'm encouraging you to do it, but I'm not relying on it. I know that with the best will in the world, again, some of you haven't got the processes in place. Some of you have got the best intentions, but aren't on that level yet where you're already doing it. So tomorrow at 8 a.m, please tune in. Please set an alarm. Please click a reminder. Go to the event page. You can get a reminder from the lives. Maybe don't rely on it because the platform's not amazing all the time, but make sure you tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. We're going to set a productivity challenge that will run for the next 7 days. So whilst we're going through everything next week, alongside that, you're going to be taking what you've learned this week, putting it into practice through a challenge that we're setting you, and it will be something for you to do every single day for the next 7 days. We want you to track it, measure it, and monitor it, and then we want you to come back at the end of the week, next week, and tell us how much more productive you are, how much more efficient your business is, and what steps you took in order to get that improvement. We're going to set you that challenge 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to deep dive that with you tomorrow. Later today, breakfast and business topics for next week will go live. There's an event on Facebook and an event on LinkedIn. If you get value from this, remember, always get involved with the red, yellow, or orange emojis. Get involved with using the reactions and the likes and the thumbs up and the hearts across the different platforms. But more importantly than that, for us, is help someone else today. We do so much good helping other people, giving away advice, doing strategy calls, doing B1, G1, but we want your help. If you're tuned in to Breakfast and Business, we want you to invite someone to a broadcast. In fact, next week, let's make next week's Breakfast and Business the busiest it's ever been. I want you to find that event proactively, and I want you to go and invite at least 3 people. You can invite loads more if you want, but I'm going to set the events up today for next week, and I want you to go there, and I want you to encourage your friends and connections to come and benefit from Breakfast and Business too. We're not here to sell. We're not here to promote our own stuff. We're here to provide massive value, and I hope you'll agree that we do. If you do, then go and invite people. If you think we need to do a better job, then tell us, drop comments, send us a message, help us to serve you better, because that's why we do Breakfast and Business. Super excited. Nice to see Bev is looking forward to tomorrow. Yes, we set a productivity challenge. I actually had some people off the last content creation challenge asking when the next challenge will be running, because they got such good results off the back of it. Give you an idea, when we did the content creation challenge, we had Jason Vance over in Canada tuned into that, and he only got to like day 3 or 4, and he said, you know, life happened and he fell off a little bit in the middle. We got to day 3 or 4 and he was already getting, from just literally following our advice, from single status updates, he was getting like 90 inquiries against that. So amazing results. We've delivered it for ourselves, and we've then gone and done it for clients where we've used the same strategies that we teach, and all we've done is package that to show you exactly how you can implement it. The same as what we do in this free social media training for business global group, which you can find by itsnomad9.com/free social help, completely for free. We never sell in there, but we're in there. We're showing people what changed, how it impacts you, and what you can do about it. So we're showing you exactly how to go through that process. Ella said she's going to be tuned in tomorrow as well. Amazing to have you in on the broadcast. Tell everyone. We want everyone who you know to improve their productivity, to become more efficient, and to understand it's not difficult. You've just got to have those solid processes in place to make sure that it happens consistently all of the time. We're a little bit over time today. I'm very conscious of your most valuable asset of time. Thank you so much for spending a good 40 minutes plus with us today. We're normally 30 minutes a day, Monday through Saturday, roughly half an hour that you can jump in, learn something new for your business, maybe be reminded of something that you already knew, but you need a little push to go and put into practice. Tomorrow is going to be a really big push to put everything we've taught you this week into practice. So please join us at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Jump in, join that broadcast. We're setting a productivity challenge that will run for the next 7 days. Your opportunity to really improve your productivity and efficiency, and we hope you can make it. 8 a.m. tomorrow, Breakfast and Business UK time. We do these Monday through Saturday. Later today, next week's topics will go up, and you'll be able to see everything that's coming up. Bookmark the ones that interest you the most and tune in live. Please tell other people, please hit share, please tag friends below. But that's it for another Breakfast and Business. Hopefully you've taken loads from this. If you have, share it with someone else, tell them about it, hit the share, tag them below, get actively involved in the community. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're here on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope. We don't care where you're tuned in. We love having you here as part of the community. I hope you all have an incredible rest of the morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. for our productivity challenge running over the whole of the next week. Small actions that you can take every day for the next week that will increase and improve your productivity and efficiency within your business. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll catch you at 8 a.m. again tomorrow for the productivity challenge.